Abdul Razak Hassan, Judo Thunder. Welcome to Stockholm.
Yeah,
So this
thank
is
you.
my first opportunity to actually interview you, and I'm just fascinated by your story. So tell me, how do you start in Ghana and then end up in Texas in a career in mixed martial arts fighting for the UFC?
Um, well, back home, I started as judo. I wanted to be an Olympian. I wanted to go to the Olympics and stuff like that. So I went. I was the number one in my division in Ghana. So mostly, I compete for Ghana every time. All African Games, World Championship, and stuff like that. So one of the World Championship games here in the United States in Georgia, I decided to participate in there. So, and then I moved, I came here, and after that, I didn't go back, and I ended up settling here, moved to Minnesota, actually.
Okay.
That's where I started training, and that's where I met my striking coach. And he came to my judo gym, and he wanted to teach. So he asked me, hey, do you want to join my kickboxing class? And I was like, no, I'm not really interested in that. But he said, no, you can just join my class, and you can just do it as fun to cut weight for your judo matches and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, it doesn't hurt to try. So I did it. About 2, 3 months later, he came to me and told me, hey, I found you a fight. I was like, no, dude, wait. I never told you I want to fight. I told you I just want to train in with you. It's like, nah, there's nothing I can do. I already got you the fight, just do it. I was scared. I didn't want to do it. But I ended up doing it, and then I won in the first round. Again, about 2 months again, he said, I found enough. I was like, why don't you tell me first before you find a fight? Don't just do that. And I ended up doing it, and I won again. So the third time, I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's just do it. So, and then I just started. That's how I just got into MMA. It wasn't something I planned to do. I just got into it by my coach talking me into it and stuff like that.
Well, even though you're a late starter, you're not wasting any time. You're getting in. Like your longest fight, I think, is 1 minute and 26 seconds. 7-0, knockouts everywhere, all in the first round. I mean, that's like almost a perfect record, you know. So, what's your kind of mentality coming from a judo background, learning the kickboxing pretty late, and then you're implementing that straight away into your MMA game?
I really do not know. I think I'm the kind of person that I'm very aggressive. So if I'm doing something, I want to put everything I have in there. It's not something I plan to come in and finish the fight quick. It's just something that it happens, you know. And I'm glad that God gives me this kind of power to finish the. Because everybody wants to fight, but nobody wants to fight the whole 15 minutes if you can finish it quicker, you know. So and now I feel like I'm more comfortable standing up.
Right.
Than, even though I'm a judo guy, I prefer standing rather than taking somebody on the ground.
Is there a part of the judo, Olympian in you that perhaps wants to showcase the judo skill set because you've been knocking everybody out so far?
Probably, if it comes to that, for me to show my judo, yes, I'll show it. But if I don't have the need to show it, I'll rather stand and throw punches and finish the fight quicker. That way, you know.
What was it like leaving Ghana and then coming to, like you said, to Minnesota? Now you're in Texas. I know that there's a little bit of crossover with Johnny Hendricks.
Yeah.
And what's it been like just settling into the US now full time and training and living there as well?
I like it because we all know how back home is, how Africa, it's hard going up there, you know. You grow up as a poor family, you know. You have to work hard to even go through the day. So moving here was kind of a blessing, you know. Helped me a lot. You know, I'm able to train here, train hard, work, take care of my family at the same time back home, and then still do it. Back home, it's hard to do both. So I'm really happy I got this opportunity to do.
You know, it's interesting. The UFC has held events everywhere in Brazil, America, Europe, Asia. They still haven't been to Africa.
Yeah.
Are you hoping to be one of the big stars representing Africa and help the UFC bring an event to Africa
By God's
one day?
grace, exactly. That's the plan. You know, I have few friends. Kamaru Usman is fighting. He's a Nigerian,
Yep.
and then Francis Ngannou, you know, and what's his name, Mark.
DKZ
yeah,
from the UK.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. So we all trying to put the African name out there so that way the UFC can go to Africa, so we can also showcase, you know, because it would be awesome to go to Africa and represent there and show them, hey, we made it. We're here, you know.
It's interesting that you mentioned those names because I feel like there's been an explosion very recently in the last couple of years where a lot of fighters with African descent are now exploding onto the scene, specifically in the UFC. Why do you think that's happened now, you know, and maybe not 5 or 10 years ago? Why is now this big kind of new generation of fighters coming out of Africa?
I think it's because at that time, there's a lot, we knew about MMA because of pride, but nobody really did it. And even if you did it, we didn't have the jiu-jitsu coaches back there. We didn't have like a good Muay Thai coach back there to teach and stuff like that. So being able to come to America or in Europe, or I would say, to learn from an actual kickboxing coaches and jiu-jitsu coaches, we're able to showcase what we can do. But back home, we do not have all that, you know, all those training, all those coaches for them to teach us. So we don't have that. But moving here and having all those kind of coaches here to teach us, we're able to show, hey, we're here, we can do this, and we have the heart, we have the power, and we're here to take over. Africans, we want to show them that, hey, don't look down on us. We're coming.
I like it. I like it. So you're an African training in America, but now you're fighting in Europe, right? So what's that like? I mean, do you like fighting in Europe? You fought in the Belfast card,
Yes.
and now you're fighting here in Stockholm. Do you like fighting here?
I love traveling, and
Right.
I love Europe too. So coming here and able to fight here, it's amazing. You know, you get to see different countries, see different places and stuff like that. It's really amazing. So yeah, look, if all my fights can be out of the country, I would definitely do it. You know, I really like it. And you know, one thing that surprises me in Ireland, I'm always in how do I say, an enemy's territory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the last fight, even I won, and I won over their own guy. They showed me so much love, and I was really happy about that. I was like, man, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more of them to boo me and be like, hey, we don't want you here to be one of our guys. But they showed a lot of love. So I'm like, I like this place, you know. I want to come to Europe more and fight here more.
Omari Akhmedov, what does he bring to the table? What do you need to be prepared for? And when you close your eyes and kind of envision the fight playing out in your mind, how do you win?
Nobody goes into a fight thinking he's going to lose, you know. I always envision my fight, I want to finish with a knockout. And even if I cannot finish with a knockout, I'm going to make sure I'm going to dominate the fight the whole way. And I can definitely say he's going to be one of my biggest challenge. I can say that for sure because I know he has a lot of heart, you know. Every Russian have a lot of heart. I know we all know that, you know, they come in hard, they fight hard, big puncher, you know. So I know he's going to be a big challenge to me. I would never and ever underestimate anybody. Like, I don't care how many fights you have, even if it's just one fight, I would never underestimate you. I'll come in as hard as I can. But I know I'm going to overcome him and win this fight for sure.